Because after our cardiovascular section, which is 9 minutes in duration, I will have burned off enough calories to actually have 4 chocolate chip cookies if I like. So I'm not overexpending my calorie intake for the day, thank God. But I have a confession to make. Yeah, I chose the chocolate chip cookies with the most chocolate chips. That's between you and I now. Nice, easy movements of our legs, side to side. And let's count down to incorporate some arm movements. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Just reaching forward. Nice, easy reaches. Just get the circulation increased. Get the heart rate elevated gradually. There we go. Reach up with our arms. Keep the legs moving. Keep smiling. And reaching. If you chose a donut as your reward, during our cardiovascular section, we will burn off the calories from 1 donut. And if you chose a piece of cake without the icing, we will also burn off the calories that you would consume from 1 piece of cake during our cardiovascular section. So there we go. We're not going to gain weight. We're not going to lose it. We'll just remain the same. That's okay, though. Let's count down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come back to the center, feet shoulder width apart. Let's bend up and down. Let's cross arms in front. Nice, easy cross. There we go. Back flat, tummy in. Nice, easy reaches and stretches. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Walk our feet in. And slide our hands down to the right side of our bodies. Not resting our fingertips. Feel a nice stretch. Come up. Slide down the other side. There you go. And once more each side for a nice, easy stretch. And once more. Come back to the center. Walk our feet out, leaving our hands out. And let's slide down to the side here. Feel a nice stretch. And a nice stretch. Hands out at shoulder height again. Let's walk our feet back in and bring our arms down slowly. And let's start our cardiovascular section with our marching. It's very important that you're wearing footwear because that adds to the shock while we're jumping and bouncing. Find the beat of the music. There we go. We're landing initially on the balls of our feet, but then we're rolling to our heel. And that's very, very important for you to remember during this entire section. Avoid landing and avoid staying on the balls of your feet. That's a no-no. You're going to develop shin problems if you do that. So really concentrate on rolling to your heels. Try it now. Just concentrate on rolling. Really think about it. Once you get that down, got that down? Okay, now let's concentrate on keeping our backs flat. Our shoulders are up and back in order to get a lot of a clear oxygen flow through to our lungs. Concentrate on that. And by flat back, I mean that you're not arching and nor are you slouching. Your back is nice and flat and it's comfortable. Check your posture though. Get those shoulders back. Does it sound like the Army? I'm sorry if it does, but it's very, very important that your posture and that your form is correct. I wish I could be there to help align you perfectly, but I can't. So if you can work out in front of a mirror, or better yet, if you work out with a friend, check each other's posture, check each other's form. It's very important. Let's count down to our cardiovascular section. This is where we branch off to a beginner and an intermediate level. Count 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hands on our waists, stepping out with our heels. There you go. Beginners are doing a variation, however, they're not bouncing when the feet come together. They're simply stepping out with their heels, just as we are. Heel, heel. Get your heels out, flex your foot, stretch out your foot. We're going to be doing some jumping and bouncing, intermediate people. Beginners won't be, but we're all up on our feet. So it's very important that we stretch out our feet and get them warmed up as well. Keep heeling out, hands on your waists. If at any time you feel tension through your shoulder and neck area, simply drop your hands by your side and concentrate on relaxing your shoulders by pushing down with your palms, like so. And relax your shoulders. If you don't feel any tension, And fine, leave your hands on your waist, but they're relaxed when they're on your waist. You're not squeezing in unless you have cramps. If you find that you're developing side cramps, slow down the pace and concentrate on stretching through your rib cage area and squeezing right beneath your rib cage. And that should help to alleviate some of the cramping. And reaching out. Get your heels down. Down. There you go. Right out. Let's work hard. Keep going. Work hard for our rewards. Come on, you've got to earn them. Heel out. I've actually got a reward coming up for you. Something that I'll give to you. You'll have to get it, mind you. But it's in your home right now. And I'll allow you to have it as a reward after this cardiovascular section. So there's a surprise coming up. Kick. Out. Come on, let's see some spunk. Let's count down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lightly jog on the spot. Lightly jog. Bring your toes forward. But again, get those heels down. Roll. Come on. Let's go. Bring your toes forward. Beginners are doing a variation on what we're doing. Very similar, except for they're not bouncing. There you go. Bring your toes forward. Now, during this exercise, we're going to incorporate arm movements. And when we do that, we're going to increase our heart rate because our heart is going to have to work harder. So if you find that when you count down with me, and you're all counting down with me, I hope, if you find you're gasping, then please leave out the arm movements. Keep your hands on your waist. Keep them relaxed on your waist. Are you ready to count down to arm movements? Let's try it. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Bring your arms out and in. Still keeping the same movement going with our legs. Reaching out. Now, if you find that you can only bring your arms up halfway, that's fine. If you can bring them all the way up to your shoulders, great. Do what you can. This program is designed for you. 2 levels here at which you can work. Here you go. Come on. Keep those legs moving. There you go. Work hard. Let's count down to change our exercise. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands on your waist. 1, 2, 3, kick. 2, 3, kick. 1, 2, 3, kick. 2, 3, kick. 1, 2, 3, kick. Good. Now, the higher you bring your knees, the harder you're working. Come on. Do what you can. Beginners are not bouncing, but they're doing exactly the same thing. 1, 2, 3, kick. 1, 2, 3, kick. Come on. Work hard. 1, 2, 3, kick. Hands are resting on your waist. Make sure they're relaxed. Relax through the shoulders. Here we're working the fronts of our legs. Good. Let's count down. 5, 4. We're going to change our exercise. 3, 2, 1. And side to side. Hands still on your waist. Side to side. Little hops. Side to side. Come on. Swivel those hips around. Come on. As though you're skiing. There you go. Come on. Work hard. Try and keep your knees together. If not, that's fine. Just do what you can. The neat thing about our program is that you can build up and you'll notice improvements. For example, if you just started with the beginner level, in time you can graduate to the intermediate. There you go. And after that, the sky's the limit, really. Because you can spruce up the intermediate level. You can really ham it up, or you can just do it more quickly. Do whatever you feel. Depending on your reward, too, don't forget. Gotta work hard. Keep going. Let's count down to arm movements. 1, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and we're twisting now. Come on. Elbows up at shoulder height. Come on, really twist. Work that waistline. Beginners are doing a variation that's a little bit different. However, they are still twisting. There we go. Come on, reach. They're bringing their knees up and across their body. They're alternating up. Come on. Less than a minute left. Come on. Let's count down to change our exercise. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Knees up. Come on, bring up your hands. Back flat, tummy in. Roll to your heel. Don't stay up on the balls of those feet. There you go. Come on. Bring them up. Let's see some energy out there. Beginners are bringing their knees up as well. However, they're not bouncing. There we go. Let's get ready to take our pulse rates. Work them out. You can do it. Come on. Let's hear you pat those legs. Let's count down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Keep moving on the spot. Very important. Keep your hands on your waist. Keep in. Find your pulse rates using your first two fingers in your wrist or in your neck. Count for 10 seconds, beginning now. Good. Now that number you've counted, find it along the side. Find your age along the bottom. For example, if you're 50 years old, you should be counting somewhere between 20 and 25 beats per 10 seconds, just to give you an idea as to how hard you're working your heart and lungs. If you're a beginner and you're counting less than this number here, please don't worry about it, because it's going to come. Your reward is a sip of water. From me to you. We'll see you back on the floor to work our hips and thighs after this commercial. Hi, glad to see you back. Let's work our way down to our sides. Bring our knees up at a 45-degree angle to our body, as though we're sitting on a chair. We're going to work our hips and thigh area today during our SOS. So let's bring our top leg up about 6 inches from our knee, and let's pulsate it up and down. And now try and lean forward with your weight, and all of this takes pressure off the lower back. There we go, just pulsating up and down. And now the beginners are doing a variation. They're doing the exercise, but then they're resting for 2. And then they're coming back up and exercising, and then they're resting for 2. So if you'd like to do the beginner level, you're more than welcome to. I don't mind if you want to interchange between intermediate and beginner. That's fine. The main thing is that you're here and you're exercising with us. And for those of you who have been at home watching us, not exercising, you can do this section without doing a warm-up. So come on and join us on the floor. I guarantee that you're going to feel it right here in your hip area. It's a problem area for a lot of people, especially me. I find that my body sometimes reminds me of the game Monopoly. When I eat those 2 cookies, my body says, go directly to hips and do not stop, and stay there. And it does. This is where I put on all my weight. And it's true for a lot of ladies, men too. Anyone who's sitting for a long period of time during their job, you'll find that tends to put on the weight. So let's keep pulsating. Keep going, bring your knee up and down. See, it's much more difficult to do it this way, to pulsate, as opposed to letting your leg go up and down quickly. Because what's happening then is it's just the weight of your leg that's actually taking your leg up and down. You are working the muscle, but this is really isolating the muscle. You're really concentrating on it. Can you feel a little bit of a burning there? Don't worry, we'll stretch out during the cool down. And then after the cool down, remember, you get your reward. So keep that in mind. Let's count down now. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Feel it? 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring your leg down to your knee, rest it briefly, feel a nice stretch through there. And now, with your legs straightened and at a 45-degree angle with your heel up, your toe down, let's pulsate up and down. Now you feel that working? Your thigh area? Yeah. This is a great exercise. Up and down. Let's count down. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring that knee back. Slide your bottom leg down. And let's rest before we go over to the other side and work the other side. Get a nice stretch in. Okay, come on up and let's work the other side. Down we go. Get nice and comfortable. So you're sitting in a chair. And let's begin again. Leg up about 6 inches and pulsate. Nice and easy. The beginners are taking nice rests. And we're not, we're hanging in. Try and keep that up. Try and keep pulsating it. I know exactly what you're feeling because I'm feeling it too. It's a burning sensation right in here. That's okay, that's just your muscle working. I'll stretch you out, don't worry. Moan and groan if you have to, but let's get through this section. We have to do the entire exercise program in order to get our rewards. No cheating. Keep going. Up and down. Control it. That's right. Let's place our hands here. Feel it working the muscle? Your hip muscle right in here. There you go. Count down with me now. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring your knee down. Rest it briefly. Feel a nice stretch. Relax. Okay, straighten out your leg. 45-degree angle from your body. Heel up, toe down, and pulsate. Continue pulsating. Keep your hand there. Let's feel it working our muscles. I find that really helps if you know exactly which areas you're working. You should know. You're working your bodies, and it's only fair that I tell you exactly which areas you're working. Okay? Heel up. You feel that? That's good. You're working that area. You're tightening it up. We're toning. There you go. Keep going. Let's count down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And bring that knee back onto the other knee. Slide your bottom leg down. Bring your leg you've just been working, bring it up. Feel a nice stretch in through here. We're off to a commercial break, and then we'll be doing our warm-up, our cool-down. So we'll see you then. Bye-bye. For our cool-down, let's stretch out our hip and thigh region by rolling down slowly. Support your back as you roll down by using your hands along the backs of your legs. Roll down vertebrae by vertebrae. And by that I mean inch by inch. Control your back as you roll down. And then let's walk our feet in. And let's bring up our left knee to our chest. And now your head can either be up, or you can rest your head by placing it down. Just nice, easy stretches. Hold your knee into your chest for the count of 5. And bring that knee down. Bring the other knee up. Nice stretches. Feel a nice stretch along the back of your hip, thigh area. Hold it again for 5. Press it back down. Bring both knees up. Join your hands and bring your knees to your chest. Let your head go back. And just relax. Feet back to the floor. Nice and easy. And once more. Bring the left knee up to your chest. Hold it there. Feel a nice stretch all along through here. Take the knee down. Remember, these are exercises that you should be paying special attention to, because if you find that you are a little bit stiff and sore tomorrow, these are the exercises for you to do to stretch yourselves out. Take your leg down. Now this is an exceptionally good exercise for the hip and thigh region. Cross your left leg over your right, and grab behind your leg with your hands, bringing your left knee to the chest. Go just as far as you can. Comfortably bring it. Now this you're going to feel all along through here. Do you feel that? Okay, that's good. You're stretching the muscle out. It's very important to stretch down and to cool down gradually after exercising. You did really well today, really well. If you're just starting off, please don't get discouraged. You've got to start somewhere, and you've got to start sometime. Time is now, and the place is here. If you want to get fit the safe and sound way, then by all means, this is the program you should be doing. Cross your right leg over your left, bring it up, keeping our lower backs into the mat, and just bring it as far as you can. Feel that nice stretch? Now tomorrow, if you are a little bit stiff, you're not going to feel like moving. You're not going to feel like doing anything. But please stretch. It's very important. I can't stress it enough. Don't just sit, because your stiffness won't go away. And come down. And once more each side. Nice easy stretches. Let's let our heads fall back and just relax. Hold it for 5, remember. Last time. Nice easy stretch. Hold it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's roll up. Nice and easily. Sit cross-legged. I don't know how far away your reward is, but mine's waiting for me right here. Reward yourselves, and I hope to see you again real soon. Now, where were the ones that had the most chocolate chips? There's one. One more.